Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're once again going to talk about Bilibili and about how you can make some money on Chinese social media, even if you're not even in China. I made a video, it's been about a month already, talking about Bilibili, so I'm not going to go over everything, but there were a few questions that people wanted answered, and I'm going to go over my workflow about how I actually put good Chinese subtitles on my videos relatively easily, relatively quickly. So if you're already making content and you want to upload in China and you want it to make sense, we're going to do that too. Some people did ask about how to get monetized. I did see somebody comment that you need to be level 4 on Bilibili. According to what I've read and what I have here, it's actually level 3 to get monetized. And how do you get to level 3? Well, it says you have to have at least 1,000 fans and a credit score greater than 80. Okay. From my perspective, all you really have to do if you want to reach level 3 is just post a few times, make a video. Like I told you before, make a video saying, I'm going to come to China, or I love China, or something like that. You're going to get 1,000 fans pretty quickly just by making a video specifically for Bilibili for that purpose. As long as you're interesting, especially if you're already a successful YouTuber. Like I said before, you might be saying, how do I get a credit score over 80? Well, right here I have this screen. It says, what is a credit score? And mind you, this is all just automatically translated on WeChat from Chinese, so it might not be exactly clear. Let's just read it together. What is a credit score? Credit score is a measure of the ups. Up is the uploader or the YouTuber, the Bilibili creator. In Chinese, it's called upju. So that's you. If it says up, that means you. It says the credit score is a measure of the up's main creative content. Whether they comply with the creation convention scoring system will be based on the behavior of the up's real-time deduction and regular bonus points. So why are points deducted? If the owner violates the creative convention, 5, 10, and 15 points will be deducted in real time, according to the credit points deduction rules. So basically, as long as you're following the rules of the platform, you're not uploading like controversial things or not antagonizing other people, just being a decent citizen, you're going to get the points that you need to get at least 80 points, okay, to have your credit score that high. It says, how do I get extra points? To evaluate the creative performance of the Upmaster each natural week, Monday to Sunday. If there are no violations, the Upmaster will be rewarded on the next Monday, and the bonus points here are called compliance rewards. So don't violate anything, you're going to get points. That's not hard. So the main thing you really got to do is just get 1,000 fans. And if you're already a successful YouTuber and you say, I'm coming to YouTube, I'm coming to China, I'm coming to Bilibili, you're going to get your 1,000 fans pretty quickly. So that shouldn't be hard. And once you reach that threshold, then you are going to have to go into the the back end and apply for monetization. And then you can start collecting revenue just like AdSense on YouTube. So next thing we're going to do is just really quickly, I will just go through how I create the subtitles. So let's do that. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you really quickly my workflow for making a video for Bilibili or any kind of Chinese social media. Pretty decent subtitles, basically automatically done for you. If you don't know how to speak or read Chinese, to me, this is probably the best way because my Chinese is not great, it's not perfect, but I can read a lot of it. And I find that if you do it this way, you're going to get pretty decent subtitles, but there's a couple tricks. So let's just go into it. Here's a video I haven't uploaded yet on Bilibili. I just imported it to CapCut. I'm using CapCut. I'm using the Pro version. I'm just going to drag it down here into my timeline. And what I want to do is I want to add captions. So I go up here. Again, you need a CapCut Pro version. And I'm going to do bilingual captions. And I'm going to go right here. I'm going to choose Chinese. My spoken language is English. You can choose whatever your spoken language is. I'm going to generate the captions. It should be pretty quick. By the way, this video is already edited and complete. I do all of my video editing on Final Cut Pro. I find that program just to be easier. I've been using it for far longer than CapCut. Basically, CapCut, all I use is the captions for the most part. Sometimes there's a few other things, but mostly just captions. I haven't posted this video yet on Bilibili because I'm not even sure if it's going to be allowed. A lot of times Chinese social media apps, they don't allow like boxing or wrestling or any kind of fighting, even if it's amateur fighting, fake fighting, sort of like violent things you're not really allowed to show. So I actually posted clips from my fight on Xiaohongshu before, and that video got banned. And it was just clips, not this whole video. So, okay, we're going to zoom in. No, that's not what I want. Okay. Here, we're going to zoom in right here. And we're going to see all of the subtitles have been generated, all the captions. Okay. And first what I want to do is I want to click on the caption. And I want to make sure it says apply to all. Make sure that's checked. And I'm just going to add an outline of black right there. And I'm going to add a little bit of shadow. So that makes it so it's more visible. You can do it however you want to do it. That's how I do it. And I'm going to do it on both of them. Okay. Same thing. Now, only thing I have to do to make this video have decent Chinese is watch it, go through it one by one, and make sure the English is correct. And by correct, I mean sometimes the auto captions, it's not very smart, and so it'll put like one sentence over two different like scenes. It'll split up the sentence in the wrong spot. It doesn't know how to do punctuation, that sort of thing. And so you got to make sure that if you say a whole sentence, try to put the whole sentence on one screen. So let's see. So even this very first sentence, I say I just did the weigh-in, and it doesn't know I'm talking about a weigh-in, like a boxing weigh-in. So I'm just gonna take off so. That's just my own habit of saying too many words that I don't need. I don't need so. And I'm gonna take off weigh-in. I'm gonna change it to weigh-in. So I just did the weigh-in. So now it says it's checking my body weight, and I don't know. So it says, I guess it seems to be getting a little bit more real that I'm going to get in a fight tonight. Okay, that's one sentence, but it's split it up over two, and I don't even need to check the Chinese. It's probably not going to be accurate. I'm not even going to check it. I'm just going to make this one sentence become one line. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to now take off apply to all, because well, it doesn't matter, just believe me. I'm going to take off apply to all, and now I'm going to take this second half of the sentence. I'm just going to copy it, then I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to delete this Chinese one right here too, and I'm just going to expand this, and I'm going to expand this, and now I'm going to copy and paste. Okay, and now the reason why it took off apply to all, because now this one line is going to be too long, right? It's going to be mixed up together with the Chinese and the English. So I want to raise up this. Okay, I mean, you could theoretically apply to all, but then your first sentence is going to be, let me just show you. I can apply to all. Let me show you. I go to apply to all. If I raise this up so that there would be room for two lines, now if I go over here, they're all going to be up too high, right? They're all going to be too high. I don't want them all to be too high. I'm going to keep it on apply to all right now. I'm going to lower it back down. Okay, now I'm going to turn off apply to all. Go back here. And I'm just going to make sure that that fits still, okay? And that's what I'm going to do my whole video. It's not going to take too long. You don't have to watch your whole video. You can just read it if you know what you said. So I know what I said. I know if it's a sentence. For the first time in my life, look, it says for the first time in my life. The Chinese is perfect. It even has a period at the end. But actually, I don't know what I'm talking about, because look, this sentence actually ends with for the first time in my life. So I'm actually going to add that to here too. I guess it seems to be getting a little bit more real that I'm going to get in a fight tonight for the first time in my life. Bam. Okay. And now I'm going to delete this one. Okay. Now you see what I'm doing. And I'm going to lengthen that up. And now you can see it doesn't fit properly. Go to the Chinese. Take off the period. You don't really need periods in Chinese. Okay, now we're going to check. Now, again, it all fits, as you can see. You can see it all fits. It might be too many words. It might be hard to read. However, it's better this way because you're going to have a sentence that's more accurate. Okay, I'm just going to do that the whole way. I'm going to make sure none of the lines, don't make sense in English. Basically, as long as you have the full sentence of captions, of subtitles on one line, you have a full sentence. That's all you need to do, and the Chinese will be mostly pretty good. Maybe not 100%, but it'll be good enough. And that's, again, for people who can't read Chinese. You don't even really need to check the Chinese if you do it properly. Just make sure your English is correct and all together. So that's it. And then once you're done with that, I export it, and then I make a thumbnail and a title and all that stuff in Chinese, which, again, if you can't speak Chinese, you might need help doing that. Or just throw it in Google Translate, whatever you think the title would be, or DeepSeek or ChatGPT, and you can do it that way. All right, so that's my workflow for making subtitles for Chinese apps. You can do it on your phone as well if you have CapCut for mobile. If you're doing just shorts and verticals, you can just do it that way. No problem. I would go through the rest of this, finish it, export it, And when I want to upload a video, I would just click up here, and then whatever the video I just exported, I would upload it right here. We'll do a sample for you. I'll just do a sample. I'm not really gonna upload this video right here. So now what I would do is I could change the title right here, change the title. I would change the category right here. This one is what category is this? Like, did you make it yourself, or are you forwarding somebody else's work? So this one, the first one, is your own work. Then this is my category. If you don't know what category you're in, you're gonna have to translate each of these words. So right now it's on car category. Lots of different ones. There's like fitness, there's sports, there's handmade stuff, there's food, there's all kinds of stuff in here. Vlog, maybe most people can just put vlog. Okay, then you can do your hashtags right here, and you can also participate in 活动 activities right here, like themed activities, themed hashtags. And then this one right here is where you're gonna want to put in your description. Again, just throw it through Google Translate, or just put the English description, it's fine. Here you can schedule your post. If you want to schedule your post, you click on that, and you can choose the time, the date. That's all straightforward. Okay, then this other stuff right here, you don't need to worry about at all, doesn't matter. And then you click here, upload, and you're done. So I'm gonna close that out. So now we've already uploaded a video, we've reached our monetization threshold, we've got great Chinese subtitles, we're doing all that stuff, we're really killing it here on Bilibili. Now let's learn about the back end a little bit. This one right here is like your YouTube Studio Analytics, essentially, this blue one. Click there. Okay, you get all your data here. You can see how many new subscribers you got, how many plays you have. Look at that, 2 million plays on my channel. That's great. Lots of stuff here. You got recent comments. You got people who comment the most on your page, things like that. Anyway, what we want to do is we want to look at the money, because that's what's important, right? We want money. And a lot of people ask me, if I don't have a Chinese bank account, how can I get my money? Well, I actually have never linked my Chinese bank account. I do have a bank account, but honestly, in China these days, I don't know anybody that really uses a bank account, because we all have digital payments and just keep your money on WeChat or on Alipay. I'm sure there are also people who use banks, but I don't have a job in China. I don't have any income in China, so my money is just whatever. It gets sent to me on my phone. I don't really need my bank account. So I've never once linked my bank account to Bilibili, and yet I can still get paid. So how do we do that? We come over here, this one right here, the money bag. Okay, this is your money, how much. So I haven't really been posting on Bilibili, haven't been using the platform in a while, haven't been checking it. I only made 375 RMB, which is like 60 bucks or something in the last month. But that's without posting, so whatever, that's fine. And I'm not a big star like some of you guys out there. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go over here. And I showed you last time that there's actually goals, monthly goals that you can try to get. And every month you want to try to reach your goals, and they're different for different people. So right here, this is your little goal right here for me. The target here is I want to get a video that has 50,000 views in the first 7 days of posting and gets 100 basically coins, like Bilibili tokens or coins that people can donate to you. They can only donate a certain amount of tokens every day. I think it's 2. And so if they choose to give it to you, that's very nice of them, and it helps your videos reach a further audience. And then here's 2,000 Zan or likes. So if you get a combination of those 3, then you can get 50 extra RMB in the month. And now you also have to look at the date. So that's from March 1st to March 31st. And you have to collect it yourself. So you have to come into this kind of section of Bilibili, and you have to come click on this button down here once you've achieved the goal, and it's between these dates. If you don't come and collect your money between these dates, you don't get it. Okay, so that's one goal. My other goal would be how many fans I should get. So it wants me to get 3,000 fans this month. I've only gotten 500. Again, that's without posting anything. And then same thing, you have to come and collect your reward right there. Okay, and you have to come collect it, right? Pushing this button here. And usually after you collect the reward, it actually takes a few days. It'll say 2 to 3 days, and then you'll get it into your wallet. So let's go back to the money here. Okay, let's take a look at this chart right here. This is the second one under the money bag. Click on this chart right here, and we can see how much money we're making each day. Okay, the red one is actual money. The blue one is promotional money, like for running ads. So for one of your goals, I just showed you there's 2 goals. For one of the goals, it gives you actual real money you can take out and spend it on other things. And the other one is promotional money that you can use to promote your videos. So last month I earned 114 RMB of promotional money that I could spend to promote my video. I did that because I did reach my goal. I reached both my goals actually. So this one, I got also 150 RMB the other day for that. And that was just because I reached both of my goals. I had 2 videos reach their goals and I reached my fan goal. Okay, so again, I don't have a bank account. I don't need a bank account. I want to collect my money. So if I want to get my money, what I need to do is go back over here and I would go to this button right here. Now, I don't have enough money actually in my account right now to to get money out, I think, right? So you need to have at least 100 to get the money out. See right here, it says 100. But anyway, I don't have a bank account. I don't have a bank account linked right here, but I do have Alipay. So if you have Alipay, and I do believe it works with the international version of Alipay, though I can't guarantee it. Anyway, if you do have Alipay, all you have to do is link your Alipay account and you can get the money out. But again, I can't get my money out because I only have 3 Kwai in here. Just like YouTube pays you once a month, YouTube pays you like the 21st or 22nd around that time. Actually, Bilibili pays you every 10 days, or at least they add whatever money you earn from the previous 10 days into your kind of rolling piggy bank here that you can then choose to withdraw whenever you want. And that's on the 12th, the 22nd, and the 2nd. If there's a 2 in it, that's when it rolls over. So that's how you get your money. And I'll show you one more time how to get there. Okay, here's money, right? This button right here, it says go collect your money. And you click here, and you can click here to get your money, and you can choose Alipay or you can choose your bank. Again, it has to be 100 Kwai. Now, once you get your money into your Alipay, you can use that to spend in China, anywhere you want to spend money in China. If you want to get food, coffee, hotels, anything, you can all pay with Alipay. You don't need a credit card ever. So like I said, this is like for me, it's like my piggy bank for whenever I'm in China currently. Yeah. You're not going to make a ton of money on Bilibili unless you're like a big superstar, like I said. But if you're only in China like once a year, or you're planning to go to China in the future, you're like I said, a travel vlogger, and you want to have some money in China, you want to have your your Alipay already set up with money in it before you even get to China, I would say this is the perfect way. You make your travel vlogs in other countries, you put your Chinese subtitles on them, you start posting on Bilibili at the same time you post on YouTube and other platforms, and then when you're getting ready to come to China, you make an exclusive video for Bilibili. You tell everybody, hey, we're coming to China. We love all your suggestions. We can't wait to be in China. We're so excited. You put the subtitles on there and people are going to comment. They're going to be like, I can't wait to watch your videos. They're going to subscribe to you and you're going to start making some money. This is like not guaranteed, but as guaranteed as it gets, as close to guaranteed as it gets. So that's just my suggestions for Bilibili. Again, register for Bilibili. Get level 3 just by posting regularly and getting 1,000 fans and not violating any rules. Make your videos decent Chinese with auto translate, auto captions, and I showed you how to do that. And then have your money go into your Alipay account and download Alipay on the App Store if you haven't done that yet. Register that, whether you're international or in China, and you can start getting your money. Yeah, I don't think it's that complicated, even if you cannot speak Chinese, cannot read Chinese. If you can't figure out how to click through things in the back end over here, I guess ask me some questions in the comments, but I think it's all pretty straightforward. Especially, I can show you one other thing, I guess, before we go. So up here you have, whoops. Up here you have your notifications, right? This one you don't need to worry about. This one is your notifications. So what it has here, go back to that. The first one is people commenting. The second one is people at you. The third one is likes or Zan. Then you have system messages, and then you have notifications or private messages over here as well. So that's all that. And then over here, you can also do things like edit what your main page is right here, your main video. You can choose that. Pretty much it's all very straightforward, even if you can't read Chinese. I think so anyway. You can just click around different places. Again, over here, analytics, or your studio backend. You can click through here. This is your content management. So you can upload videos or delete videos here. This is edit, right? This is your uploads. This is edit if you want to change the title, change the thumbnail, anything here. If you want to see the analytics, is here. You can click on that, right? You can see, is it better or worse compared to other videos? I don't really want to go through all that with you. If you want to do it, go for it. So you have that. And then you have subtitle management, and you have This is like probably appeals or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. And this is your, again, data center. You can have all your data right here. This is your fan management. You can block people or add people, blacklist them, do whatever. Okay. This is comment management. You can see all the comments here. You can see your bullet comments here, right? You can see all the recent bullet comments, okay? Lots of stuff, okay? Most important thing though is the money bag. Money bag, get your money here and check your goals here, or check your daily money there and check your goals here. Okay, that's it. So I hope that helps you make content on Bilibili and make some money in China. Yeah, let me know if you do have any more specific questions. I hope to not be doing any more of these Bilibili videos. I think that's good enough. I think you got it. It's not complicated. You can't read Chinese, doesn't matter. You're fine, you can do it. Believe in me, trust yourself. No problem. Okay, thanks, bye-bye.